What is going on, my beautiful DGD fam? It's your boy Brennan, aka Drip, back with another video. And in today's video, boy, oh boy, we got a Blue Eyes deck profile. I don't think I've updated my Blue Eyes deck in like a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know. You guys will let me know. It's been a long time. People have been requesting it, and I really miss Blue Eyes. It's just virtually unplayable, and it hurts my feelings because the way I like to play it is the synchro fusion version. That's what I think Blue Eyes actually is. Not out here spamming Galaxy Eyes XCs because we can. I'm a Galaxy Eyes player, and it just feels like you're cheating the Blue Eyes archetype by doing that. So, and the worst of all, I hate the trap variant. I hate the True Light variant. No offense to people who like it. That's you and your playstyle. That's perfectly fine. I don't like it. But I finally found a build that I really thoroughly enjoy and I really think is very solid. It doesn't really change the aspect of what Blue Eyes still loses to and stuff like that, but there's cool new interactions that you can do. A lot more consistency with the cards that I've chosen to play. One thing I will mention is I do have six proxies, 4 in the main, 2 in the extra. I don't have those cards right now, but you guys in the Discord said you didn't really mind to see it with the proxies, so I'll go ahead and show it anyways. I'll probably put a picture of them if I can on the screen so you can see it. It's going to be a 40 card main. This is not a tournament list, so I do not have a side deck. If you want to know about a side deck, just let me know in the Discord or in the comment section down below, which leads me to my next thing. Please check the description for all the ways to support me. All my links are down there below. My Discord, Patreon, PayPal, all that's down there below. And please make sure you hit this like button, share the video, and hit the subscribe bell notification so you never miss an upload. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get going. I know this is going to be kind of hypocritical, but we're only on 2 Blue Eyes. I know normally I say 3 is the way to go, but you don't really want to brick, so we're only on 2. If you're running the Mausoleum of White build, I 110,000% believe in 3. I am not running the Mausoleum build. It took me forever to settle on this list and what I wanted to run, but I felt like with the Mausoleum build, once you have Mausoleum established, you don't really want to draw it because it becomes a brick, and this deck already has the tendency of bricking enough as it is. So you want to try to maximize the consistency and everything like that. So just a heads up, we're not running that build. Shout outs to my boy Matt for getting me this a long time ago. Shout outs to just Konami for making DDS because it's gorgeous. Actually, I'll leave those here. For the rest of the big dragons, running 1 alternative. Make sure we're still in frame. Okay. Because you only need 1. 1 jet, and I know a lot of people like to run multiple jet, but you don't need multiple jet. 1 is more than enough once you get them established. So yeah, this is 1 more big dragon. Actually, I'm sorry, and I do like the Abyss Dragon. So since I like the fusion version, obviously I'm going to run this. This is all we run for the big dragons. You can recycle the alternative. This just keeps recycling itself. And then Abyss Dragon, you only need it once. So, then to go with your big dragons is our tuners. We got 1, 2, 3 Sage. Sage is Sage. Nothing needs to be said. And then we are also on... We'll go ahead and get these boys out of the way. We are running the other tuners. I just want to make room. 3 Dictator of D. I literally don't understand why people are cutting this down to 2. It makes 0 sense to me. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Like this deck feels like it just dies if you don't get access to this card. So, and then 1 egg and 1 egg. I know a lot of people like 2-1 ratio. Normally I do 2, but we're running something else in the deck that allows us to recycle either of these. So definitely the Ancients allows us to recycle it in more ways than 1. So you only need 1 because, like I said, this deck bricks enough as it is. You only need 1 for the combo, and to get going, then you're good. Last tuner in the deck is Master. If you know me and you know me, I have ran Master for years, and until they give me more ways for follow up, I will never cut this card. Whether I'm running the Mausoleum build or I'm running this version, um, because this card provides you with so much follow up, it's insane. Because it recycles itself, or if you normal summon it, it gets you access to your eggs or your sage or anything back from your graveyard. Um, and being able to shuffle it back in the deck for cost from your graveyard to be able to bring back a Blue Eyes monster is absolutely insane. It's too good, and it's just too important to have, because this deck, where it sits right now, does not provide follow-up very well, but outside of the Abyss line. When you go the Abyss line, it gives you a level 8 and gives you the Poly or whatever. That's the only real way of follow-up. Other than that, it kind of feels like a more glass cannon version of Heroes that just pours its board out on the board and forces you to deal with it. And unfortunately, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Can deal with it. So, and then you just have nothing. Then here's two of the proxies. I'm running 2 Assault Synchron, and then 1 Jet and 1 Destrudo for the tuner extenders. Assault Synchron is very important. If you're going to run this version of the deck and variant of the deck, there's no way of outrunning it. You have to have this card. There's no way of running it, because he is part of the combo. He's not just an extender. He's part of the combo. So you have to have 2 Assault. Obviously, I don't, but online I do. And if I were to play this deck in person, which I would love to, I'd like to get my hands on 2 Assault Synchron. And then Jet is there because we run a card in the extra deck that can utilize either Assault or Jet with our combo. And sometimes you need Jet for his line, and sometimes just for a way to get a level 1 tuner on board to be able to start your synchros by foolishing this and bringing it back generically. Is just very important sometimes, because sometimes you can still awkwardly open too many 8s and not enough tuners, and that's where Jet can sometimes get you into that. Or sometimes you open too many tuners and not enough 8s. There's just no middle ground with this deck, so like it can get kind of cloggy sometimes. But that's why you need the consistency cards to help get you out of that, battle you out of that. Then Destrudo is just very nice too, because it allows you to go into a lot of the stuff that we're running in the extra deck. And it's a dragon, and on top of that, it's a middleman for Small World, because heads up, we're running Small World, and it's a middleman for us to get Dictator. It's one of the, if not the only true way to be able to get access to Dictator through a Small World line. And then the Spice card that we are running in the main deck from this new set, Duelist Nexus. We're running 2 cards from Duelist Nexus, but one is only one of them's in the main. And that is a beautiful card called Stardust Worm. This card is absolutely insane. If you don't know what this card does, basically, if you control a level 8 or higher synchro monster, a dragon synchro monster to be exact, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can or graveyard. If it's in the graveyard, you can special summon this card, tribute it, but it gets banished when it leaves the field, to special summon up to 2 level 1 dragon tuner monsters from your graveyard, which allows you to recycle your 2 eggs. Whether it's to get more searches, proc their effects again, or to keep synchroing. This card is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. And is very good sometimes when you open awkwardly to keep extending your plays and keep playing. And it's a dragon too, which means you can send it off Dragon Shrine, which is insane. For the hand traps, we got 3 Ash and 2 Imperm. Only 2. This is all you need. I'm running 3 Ash because it's the most generic, and branded takes a dookie on this deck. So you want to try to FTK them. And then Imperm, you only need 2, because once you have 1 established, you can use Tyrant to just keep resetting this. So I feel like it's kind of silly to run this deck and not run Imperm, just for the simple fact that Tyrant can keep resetting your Imperm. It's very nasty once you get that in rotation. For the spells, for consistency spells, we got 3 Prosperity. I know this is newsflash. This is not a budget build. But I want to, if you know me, I like to try to build the decks to be able to combat the meta. And this, until Konami gives us actual consistency cards for Blue Eyes, this is very good. And for more consistency, Small World. Yes, I'm maxing out on both because, yes, I know sometimes if you draw multiples of either one, it can get annoying. But at the same time, I would rather see it and have a way to my starting line to start than I would to not see them at all and then just bricked up. These are my consistency cards. Ever since adding Small World, the deck has actually gotten so much more consistent. Without Small World, the deck is like, I mean, not Small World, but Prosperity. Without Prosperity, the deck is like, feels like it's missing a big chunk of consistency, and I just don't think this version is really playable without Prosperity. I mean, you can try, but you're going to miss out on a lot of consistency. Then for more spells, we got Melody of the Awakened Dragon. I'm maxing out on it because, like I said before, sometimes you open awkwardly to where you have too many tuners, but not a way to get to an 8. So I wanted to be able to maximize on my potential to be able to get to an 8. Definitely since we're not running the Mausoleum build. The Mausoleum build normally takes pressure off of that, which I have tried both versions of it with, like, this version of deck while running Mausoleum, and Mausoleum just got bricky. So I wanted to keep utilizing Melody and helping me get to my 8s to be able to get my Blue Eye stuff on board. 2 more proxies because I traded my my cards since last time doing this profile. And that is 2 Puri Reese map. It's the card that basically searches Sage. Yes, sometimes Puri Reese map can conflict with Prosperity because like at the start of the main phase, and if you try to add this off Prosperity, it's just a dead card until next turn. But it's still 2 more copies of Sage basically, and that's why we run it, because we want to maximize our consistency. And then for more generic spells, 1 Dragon Shrine, 1 Foolish, 1 for 1 because we run a crap ton of level 1s, 1 Poly, and 1 Sack by the Grave because you have to have it. Clean 40 a main deck. Nothing I would really change. I play tested this deck a lot, and I've been play testing it for a long time, and swapping and swapping cards in and out. And I've tried probably almost everything you can think of. I've tried the Ringo Worm. It just got too situational. Assault Synchron does what it does, but sometimes better. I've tried everything. I've tried a Mausoleum build. I've tried all kinds of different things. I'm going to tell you another card I tried. Once you see the extra deck, you'll understand. And then I'll tell you what the card was I tried, and I took it out because it got bricky, because now we can do the exact same combo that card provided while not having to worry about having a brick. Now for the extra deck, for the Link 1, we only have 1 Link in the deck. It's Link Karibo. Make sure we're still in frame and we're good. Yes, 1 Link Karibo. Excel Synchron. This is where your Synchrons come into play. This is also how we synchro on our opponent's turn and just plus hard. Moonlight, because it's Moonlight. Crystal Wing, because we can make it sometimes if we have access to Moonlight and then another level 1 tuner. You don't really make Crystal Wing very often, but when you do, he comes up. 1 Spirit, 1 Azure Eyes, Bread and Butter. And then we are running the Hot Red. We don't hard make this in our deck. We cheated out with a new card that you'll see here in a minute. 1 Baron. Baron is Baron. Nothing really needs to be said about that. And then 2 proxies. The first proxy is Dissipator, Bestial Dissipator, and then Psychic and Punisher, because it's just free. Why not? Because the Piri Reese map plus either the Strudo, you're halving your life points regardless. You might as well make this card and get freaking huge. And then the card that allows us to cheat out the with the main combo, allows us to cheat out the Hot Red, is the brand new card Crimson Dragon. Now, some of y'all are probably like, well, how are you making this? It's kind of hard / impossible to make this with your synchros. Well, guess what? It's a light and it's a dragon. If you haven't put 2 and 2 together yet, yes, your Blue Eye Spirit Dragon can tag out into this guy. And then guess what? With the combo, this comes back, and then you just use this to target this, and you bring out Hot Red. You love it. You love Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheating out cards. Feels like back in 2018 or 19 when we were cheating out extract monsters with Argopane. You love to see it. But yeah, no. If you don't know what Crimson Dragon does, it's a quick effect, so you can do it on either turn. Target a level 7 or higher synchro monster you control. Special summon a dragon monster with the special summon a dragon synchro monster from your extra deck that is the same level as the targeted monster. Counts as a synchro summon. So basically, you target this after you tag out because this will come back with the combo, which we'll talk more about that in a minute. And then you use this, target this, and bring out hot red, and you have an additional negate. It's really cool. And two, if you already use this negate effect, once you bring back the Spirit Dragon effect again, you can have another negate and for the graveyard manipulation. Moving on with the rest, which are fusions, one twin burst, one jet, one twin burst, and one blue owl's ultimate alternative. We can make all these with our build. It's just alternatives a little harder. And then the last card in the extra deck, because I just felt like it, Titanic Galaxy, just to have a spell and trap negate, so why not? But that's it for the main and the extra deck. This deck is absolutely absurd compared to what it usually is and what it used to be. But I really enjoy this deck. It still has its problems. Do I think it's like any better like tier wise than it was before? Potentially. But do I still think it can't? I still don't think it can compete with above Rogue. Rogue is about where it draws its line, as where before it was anything like above mid tier it couldn't play. But I think it can actually compete with Rogue now with the specific build and consistency we have and stuff. But if you guys would like to see a combo video, please get this video to 15 likes. That's more than manageable. Y'all normally blow up my Blue Eyes videos whenever I make one, so get this video to 15 likes, and I will make a combo video talking about how we can abuse Crimson Dragon and everything like that, and just show you guys and talk to you more in depth about this deck and everything else. But this deck is absolutely insane, definitely with the Stardust Worm. The Stardust Worm is just gross. The Assault Synchron being able to extend, Crimson Dragon allowing us to cheat out anything from extra deck, because the fun fact, another way of how we make Bestial Dissipator is we cheat it out with Crimson. We can hard make it, but we normally cheat it out with Crimson because it's just free. Why not? But that's it for the video, guys. I'm sorry I said I was too busy trying to think of other things to say, but I don't want to say too much because I want to save some for the combo video, because I know you'll get it there because you'll want to see it. But with that being said, please give this video a like. Check out the links in the description below, and I love you guys so much. It's your boy Brandon, aka Drip. Sign out till next time. Peace. Good dueling, my guys.